Alright, so in this video we have a very deep topic, and this video is going to be about the age of Aquarius, and we're specifically going to be talking about money and value in the age of Aquarius and the future of money, which has to do with cryptocurrencies. And we're going to be looking and proving different things with astrology about how art is going to be the most valuable thing of all time, and also why money and why certain cryptocurrencies, you can pick them out using astrology, and we know that they're going to do well. And also, we're just going to talk about society in general. This is going to be like a very broad packed video. And so anyways, it's going to be broad, but hopefully it will make you a lot of money conceptually. And also, outside of that, we're just going to be talking about society and what you can expect using astrology. So, I'm going to be coming back to this note in a little bit. But, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want to support me, then I'm going to have a link in the description. I'm making these shirts. I just designed this shirt. It's based off of a cryptocurrency called PancakeSwap, if you guys know that. If you guys know that one. I can't really show the icon. Hold on. But yeah, I designed these shirts from scratch. So if you guys want to support the channel, then definitely check it out. I think this design looks, very raw. It came out today. But yeah, definitely a dope currency. It's at a decent price right now. If we look at the charts, PancakeSwap is a currency that you can buy. And I'm not telling you guys to buy this. I'm not telling you guys to do any of that stuff. But this is just a currency that the design was based off of. Obviously, there's a lot of different cryptos. So this is just one of many cryptos. But that's a complete side note. What I wanted to do, though, is draw a chart of Aquarius, because we are in the age of Aquarius. And this is going to lead us into our topic, which is about money and value, which we are going to look at the second house of the chart in order to determine. So let's go ahead and draw a natal chart of Aquarius. So the chart has 12 houses, as you guys know. And we're just going to do something rough. And if we look back to our note that we had at the beginning, this right here is the sign of Aquarius. Hold on, let me get some red, something that we can see more clearly. And so we're just going to draw that chart. We're going to go around the chart and basically draw with Aquarius starting at the first house. And this is because we've recently entered the age of Aquarius, and this was definitely marked on December 21st when we had a great conjunction at 0 degrees Aquarius. Right here where Saturn and Jupiter were conjunct at this exact point. And this is a completely, different chart that we're looking at right now. We're looking at a chart for a cryptocurrency that I'm going to cover in a little bit. But basically, we are in the age of Aquarius. So we're going to draw that exact same chart, but except we're going to start with Aquarius being in the first house. So this is where we are here. And the second sign from Aquarius is Pisces. So this is the second house. The third house is Aries. Then we have Taurus. Then we have Gemini. Then we have Cancer. Then we have Leo, and so on and so forth. Um, we have Virgo, uh, Libra, Scorpio. So bear with me. This is gonna be a longer video and whatnot. But anyways, what we're really gonna be focusing on is the second house in this video, because the second house in astrology rules money, values, resources, and it's a earth house. It's associated with the sign Taurus, and it's all about things that matter, and it's about money. So in a natal chart, you look at somebody's second house and it will show their resources. So right now we are in the age of Aquarius, and so that puts Pisces in the second house, because this is the first house. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all the way around up to 12. So anyways, you don't have to get too deep into the astrology. I'm just pointing it out for those of you guys that don't know how astrology works, or the order of the houses and whatnot. But with that being said, what is Pisces in astrology? Pisces represents art, creativity. It represents water as well. It's a water sign. It's mutable water, which is about moving water. So it's about waves, and it's about ripples. And that's something we're going to talk about in a little bit, because there's a cryptocurrency called Ripple. But ultimately, in the age of Aquarius, the most valuable things are going to be art. That's going to be the most valued thing ever. When we were in the age of Pisces, so when this was in the first house, before the year 2020, when we were in that age still, the second house was in Aries. You know, this was the number 2. And so the most valuable thing at that time was attention. And it was actually our energy and our effort, because Aries is about action, energy, and also perception. So the most valuable thing at that time was your energy, your work, and also your attention. But this is slowly no longer going to be the case. The most valuable thing is going to be creativity. And since we're living in the age of technology, Aquarius is about technology, systems, decentralization. These big companies, they're no longer going to just be satisfied with your attention. They're going to be trying to siphon your imagination and your creativity. But that's like a whole different topic. That's like, basically they're going to try to get into your consciousness with like virtual reality. I don't know how exactly they're going to do it, but like that kind of type shit, you know? They're going to try to get you like in a different reality, like metaverse type shit, you know, all psyched out, and they're going to be trying to get your consciousness. I'm not saying it's going to like feel bad or it's going to feel negative, but kind of like how they use advertising to get our attention. They're going to try to use technologies in order to understand how you think, what your desires are. They're going to use technologies to get into your consciousness when it comes to the age of Aquarius. And this age is going to last for the next 2,000 years or so, astrologically speaking, before the next sign kind of transitions in the astrological sense. So anyways, with that being said, the most valuable thing during the age of Aquarius is going to be the themes of Pisces, which is art, creativity, value. And also when it comes to resources, things will become very Piscean. So for an explanation of that, you know, Pisces, like I was saying, it's about waves, it's about water, it's very disorganized. So something about Aquarius risings is that their resources, which is their second house, tends to be a little bit more scattered and disorganized. And also, by the way, Aquarius rules gains in astrology. It rules finances, financial gain, though. And it's about streams of income. So, you know, people that are innovative and have streams of income, you know, their finances can be a little bit more scattered, obviously. That's just putting two and two together. But in general, when it comes to money, like, people's resources are going to be a lot more scattered. Like, for example, if you've been buying cryptos, you know that you can buy hundreds of different currencies. And I myself am, you know, heavily into cryptos, and I have over a dozen currencies. And it gets confusing sometimes because I use different ones for different purposes. I use some to get NFTs. It gets confusing. And the sign of Pisces is about confusion. So that's one thing. Another thing is that a lot of these cryptocurrency companies, which are made by powerful entities, some of them are New World Order currencies that are run by basically Illuminati type individuals. You get what I mean? The people that run the world, the people that run society, they make cryptocurrencies too. And some of the top cryptocurrencies, such as Ripple, Cardano, those ones, you know, those are run by powerful people and they know the astrology. And I'm about to demonstrate why that is later on in this video. But something else that I wanted to talk about is how Pisces can be about also being deceived. It's also about losses. So something that's going to be common in the age of Aquarius is that a lot of people are going to lose money. It's going to be very common to just lose like money from time to time. And that is just something that I'm erasing the screen, by the way. I'm erasing the text because we already covered stuff. But that's something that's going to be very common, is losing money or being scammed. Because at this current time, we have this sign of confusion and also victimhood as well in astrology in the second house, which is about resources. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on YouTube, I noticed that ever since like 2020, sometime in 2020, especially late 2020, like there's all kinds of scammers on every like under every YouTuber's comment section. That's just an example. And now you get scammers on all different types of platforms. When you're trying to buy things online, you have scammers now everywhere. And that's because we have the second house in Pisces. It's becoming really easy, energetically speaking, astrologically speaking, for people to scam people and steal their money. But it's going to get even like more common when people start to use cryptocurrencies, because it's very easy to lose those things. And it's also easy for people to run off with your cryptocurrencies if you give it to them, because there's no way to charge back and stuff. But anyways, I hope this is not like too scattered, but that's just another random fact. But with that being said, we are in the age of Pisces, in the age of Aquarius, and we have Pisces in the second house. So when it comes to value, things such as art, like I was saying, are going to be the most valued. But also, you want to look for currencies that incorporate Pisces, that incorporate themes such as water, waves, space, because Pisces is about the infinite. It's about ether. So any of those types of coins, there's something to them. So like when you see water in the name, or you see something relating to waves, there's something deeper, because that is the second house in Pisces. Those things have more value to them in the age of Aquarius. And so let's pull up, examples. So one of the biggest currencies that people are looking at towards the future is Ripple, and it has the code XRP. But Ripple, the coin, that's literally the name. In the name, we have Ripple. That's an example of like a Piscean name. So this is not a coincidence. Like, this is like a connection, I guess. And that's going to be one of the most valuable currencies of the future when it comes to cryptocurrencies. People know that for reasons outside of astrology. There's a lot of governments that are going to incorporate Ripple into the banking systems in their countries and whatnot. And there's so many different platforms, but I made a list of water coins, and we can see Ethereum. Ethereum is a coin. Basically, it's ether in the name. This is going to be one of the most valuable coins. It is the second most valuable coin in terms of market cap, or in terms of how much money is in it. The second biggest cryptocurrency. But again, this is tying back to Pisces being in the second house of value in the age of Aquarius. So let's get another currency. So next up, we have Luna. Luna is about the moon. Luna means moon literally in Spanish, but the coin is Terra Luna. Terra means earth, Luna means moon. The moon rules Cancer in astrology. The moon is about, water in that sense. And, that's not the best example of these water coins, but let's go on to the next one. We have Stellar. Stellar is about space. And if you look at their symbol, which I hope is not too small. Let me just zoom into it. If you look at their symbol, it's the symbol of Saturn. So Saturn, and we have rings. And Saturn represents the matrix. This is another new world order coin. This is going to be a big structural government type powerful widespread coin in the future. Stellar. Just because they're doing a lot of big things with different governments around the world. So now we have Cosmos. That's another example of a space named coin. Next up we have Theta. Theta waves. A theta wave is, it's a certain type of frequency. It's when you have a certain phase or a certain speed of waves overlapping with each other. But theta is also a Greek letter, a Greek alphabet letter. So that's another meaning. But theta also relates to theta waves. Then we have cryptos like Flow. Now look at this number 55 coin called Stacks. I believe this coin Stacks, I haven't looked into it too much, but as you can tell, it's done 900% gains in the past. Over the course of the coin, it's done 900%, but over the past year, it's done like 600%. But look at the symbol. What does that symbol look like? And I'm telling you, some of these crypto companies, they know astrology. They understand that what value is going to be about. They understand that value is going to be about waves, frequency, transactions. What does this look like? This is the symbol of Pisces. Okay? And there's so many Pisces symbol coins. In fact, I added those to this list right here. And I'm going to keep zooming in because I have such a big screen. But look at this. One Pisces, another Pisces, another Pisces. All these are huge cryptos. Nano, this is about transactions and transaction speeds, being able to send millions of transactions. And that's just a more efficient, upgrade to traditional finance and bank transfers, which can only handle, I believe Visa can only handle like 21,000 transactions per second, or something in the tens of thousands. But Nano is about transactions. Hollow, that's a different currency. I have not done as much research into that one. And then Stacks, neither. But all of these are Pisces coins. And again, this is all relating back to the second house being in Pisces. So now, with that being said, coins that have a relationship to Pisces, they have more special significance, and they are kind of primed to be more successful. So, for example, Ethereum is ether. Now, if we look up ether, it really represents like space, and it represents just like all things. It's a liquid, but it's a mythological element. And so if we look at the definition, it's the rarefied element formerly believed to fill the upper regions of space and the heavens. So it kind of encompasses all things. It's basically nothingness. It's basically the air of the gods, or the air of God. That's how it was known in Greek mythology, or that's what the word ether was supposed to be about. So it's really about space. And Ethereum is going to be one of the currencies of the future, because it is the it's the second highest cryptocurrency at this current point. And when people start using digital currencies more commonly, is going to be an extremely valuable asset. But with that being said, Ethereum is is related to Ether, but I forgot what I was going to say. Exactly, like how I was going to phrase it. But essentially, it it is of ether. You get what I'm saying? It's the substance of ether. It's Ethereum. So, anyways, on a side note, you know, all this relates back to Pisces, and Pisces in astrology is ruled by Neptune. And we're going to go on another tangent here, but if we look at the gematria, or basically the numerology of Ethereum, and then we look at the gematria of Neptune, it's the same on the English ordinal, which means when you number each of the letters in the alphabet, as you see right here, A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, all the way through Z, which is 26. and then you add the values of the letters in the words, it gives you that the spiritual breakdown, or basically the gematria, that's what they call it. It's the number value. And this is how you can find connections between events, words, people, concepts. So anyways, Neptune and Ethereum are related. And again, Neptune is the ruler of Pisces. Ethereum is a Neptune coin. And these are all types of things that I keep track of. Even when it comes to investing in cryptocurrencies. Like I have a list of Neptune coins, Saturn coins. So Neptune is Ethereum. And Ethereum rules the second house. And what was the second house? In astrology, it's money, value, resources. Now, as I was saying, the most valuable thing in the future is going to be art, because Pisces is about creativity, and it's in the house of money, value, and resources in the age of Aquarius, because this is the age that we're in. The second house of Aquarius is Pisces. So that's how we see the money of this age. The money of this age is going to be art and creativity and consciousness, and also alternate worlds. You know, Pisces is about imagination. And what does this relate to? This relates to NFTs. And we're going to look at these charts too right here. It's just going to be very brief. But all of these charts are just charts of different coins. You can look at the first transaction, the creation transaction of different coins on the internet, on the blockchain. The blockchain is a list of all the different transactions, because that's how cryptocurrencies work. That's how they're able to create a currency that's digital, because it's all basically tracked and saved on the internet from the beginning to the end. All the transactions. That way they know that it's real. That's how the system works. So that's how I get the charts for different coins. I look at when each coin started, and basically I'm just going to show you guys how each of these coins, they have ties to Pisces, and they're very big coins. Now, with that being said, what is another crazy sector during these times is NFTs. And you know, this is just a random picture of NFTs, but we have different NFTs going for millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? This right here, I believe this is a CryptoPunk. This is like one of the first NFTs projects that was created. And basically, you have different art pieces that different artists create and stuff. That's what an NFT is. And you can only have one official copy of it. And it's basically labeled on the internet. So that's how people are willing to pay huge sums of money to own the only exclusive version of a piece of art. You can make copies of it, you can take copies of the picture, but you don't have the actual proof of ownership. So anyways, one of these NFTs, which you can store in your wallets digitally, crypto wallets, you know, these go for millions of dollars. We can go on OpenSea, which is basically like an eBay for cryptos, for NFTs, crypto NFTs. And, you know, we can look up CryptoPunks. So, you know, they have the verified check. And so, look, you know, we see this one going for 20, the last sale was 21 Ethereum. So you can literally go on here right now and buy these, but 21 Ethereum, how much is an Ethereum? Well, let's look. Ethereum is $4,000. So you got this one. The last time it got sold, it went for $80,000. Now these other ones, they're not even for sale. You see what I mean? But this is just an example of like NFTs. NFTs are just pieces of art. You get what I'm saying? And these were random. This one is a randomly, I guess, generated collection. So basically, there's a bunch of different random traits that the NFT can have. So for these crypto punks, some of them had hats. Some of them will have a beard. I'm not sure if these were randomly generated, but I know that currently that's how they do a lot of NFTs. They randomly generate characters that can have random traits, and like people almost gamble on this stuff, and they enjoy that. And based on what rare traits that you have on your character will be worth more or less. But with certain projects, all of the characters are going to be at least several hundreds of thousands of dollars, for these projects. But some of them are going to be more than others, if that makes any sense. When it comes to when you randomly get your character. So anyways, that's just an example. But outside of, these simple looking characters, there's people creating intricate pieces of art. And I just got this collage of different NFTs here. It's not very high quality, but like people are creating intricate forms of art, digital art. They're posting things that they would make normally, but they're selling it exclusively as a digital file for thousands of dollars sometimes. And again, this all relates to the second house being in Pisces. This was not possible in 2017 or 2018 or 2019 even. All this NFT craze started after the Great Conjunction in Aquarius. And that's just a synchronicity, you know, given the fact that that symbolized us entering the age of Aquarius. And it's been a transition. It's been a slow transition, but that was like an official marking point. And these years, these recent years, these 2020, 2021 years have been the most monumental shifts in society that any of us have lived through, with the pandemic and changes to how we relate to each other, social distancing and lockdowns, how we basically do society. It's been completely changing on a huge rate, and that's because the transition has sped up. And this is just because we are now more so in the age of Aquarius than ever. And the transition is gonna be abrupt and shift fast. So anyways, I'm getting really scattered. But all that is to say, this is why crazy things such as art going for millions of dollars digitally are happening. And this is just the beginning. Pretty soon in the future, people are literally going to value art more than dollars or more than even currencies. Like NFTs are going to be the most valuable things. Not all of them, not all art pieces, but the most valuable thing is going to be having an official version of something that's really famous, or something by an artist that may not even be that famous. It could be just somebody that has a following. It could also be music, because people make music NFTs as well. So in the future, you could own a song by your favorite artist. You could own a song by Beyonce. You can own a song by Juice WRLD. Like you would be able to own it, or you could even own a song by your favorite artist that's on SoundCloud, if he makes NFTs or if she makes NFTs of their songs. So that's going to be the coolest kind of status symbols that people are going to be exchanging and valuing, and you'll be able to see it on your phone in your wallet, just like I'm able to pull up my NFTs right now on my wallet, which I'm just not going to open my wallet right now. But you literally scroll through all the things that you own. So anyways, on a side note, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, a lot of them have symbolism of Pisces, especially the more powerful ones and the more esoteric aware companies, like esoterically aware founders, those that have occult knowledge, they incorporate knowledge of astrology into their projects. And you know, I made a list basically of coins that have water as the symbolism, or as the art, or as the name, or things that have space as well, because Pisces is about space. The biggest one is Ethereum. And even without talking about astrology, Ethereum is projected to be, you know, the largest cryptocurrency when it comes to NFTs and even to the metaverse and all that stuff. Now there's other ones popping up, but Ethereum is the largest market cap altcoin by a large margin. And then a huge coin is XRP. And what is XRP? What's the name? It's called Ripple. Ripple is literally what Pisces is. Pisces is mutable water. It's about moving water. It's about waves. So this New World Order currency, which we can just look on YouTube. If you just look up XRP New World Currency, you just see how much content there is about XRP becoming the next world currency. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that just because a lot of people are saying that stuff that it's true, but what I'm saying is that people know that XRP is something that's going to hold a lot of weight, because they are doing a lot of big things when it comes to innovation, when it comes to the future of finance. And so people speculate on the price. People try to take advantage of the price. That's not what this video is about. You know, who knows if 85 cents is the best price to buy this at right now. I'm not saying to buy it or not. I'm just saying, you know, people know that that's a powerful currency. And what do you know? It all relates back down to Pisces in the name. Second house and Pisces. Astrology encompasses everything. You know, it's the overarching energies around us all. So what's the chances that the quote unquote currency that could become the New World Order currency has the name Ripple in it? Now, on the other hand, as I was saying briefly at the beginning, like, people will be losing money a lot in the age of Aquarius. And hold on, I'm going to erase all this extra extraneous stuff. But anyways, as I was saying, like, scamming is going to become a lot more prevalent. It's just energetically, the astrology just makes it so that it's easier for people to like scam people, and also for people to lose money or to be stolen from. And that's why you see like how much of a parasite scammers have become on all types of platforms, whether it's social media, whether it's YouTube, whether YouTube comments, like YouTube comment sections, whether it's eBay or anything, even your school. If you go to school, your school email may be targeted by phishers and all this stuff, because energetically it's actually easy for them to scam people, because there's Pisces in the second house. And scamming is ruled by Scorpio. You get what I mean? Astrology, Scorpio is about deception in astrology. And it is a trine to Pisces. Trine means 120 degrees. It's a favorable aspect, and it's about ease of expression, and it's about ease, talents. So Scorpio expresses itself easily through Pisces, and where is Pisces? Pisces in the second house. It's about resources. So deceivers are easily able to access people's resources if they're not careful. The way that you prevent them from doing so is if you just set boundaries, which is ruled by Libra. So if you're wise and if you have common sense, you won't get stolen from. Like, but anyways, the scams are just getting more and more intricate though. On a side note that has to do with scamming, the sign of scamming and deception is in the 10th house. The 10th house in astrology is about government, authority. So right now there's a lot of deception when it comes to government, to laws, to authority, especially medical law. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but medically backed laws and stuff. And just in general though, the main deception is going to be coming from the government in the age of Aquarius, and that's where it has been coming from. And they're having trouble controlling people's perception because now we're in the age of awakening. We're in the age of Aquarius. And Scorpio is square to Aquarius. Squares means challenging, challenges, difficulty, resistance. So they're going to have trouble controlling you and controlling your perception. But something they may start to do, or governments may have more ease, is controlling people's wealth and their resources. And they will probably do it through having something to do with Pisces. And, like I was saying, Pisces is about waves. Pisces is about, what else did I say? Space, frequencies, imagination. But it's also about harmony and oneness. So it's when things merge, because that's what water does as well. It merges. And Pisces is about oneness for that reason. It's a mutable water sign, changing waters. So how the government may try to take over people's resources is through a one world currency. But however, they're going to have trouble controlling your perception. They're going to have trouble controlling your actions. But they're going to do the next best thing, which is they're going to try to limit what people can do with their resources, their lands. Or they're going to have to make you go through using a one world currency, which is probably going to be digital. Pisces is about things that are non-tangible. It's about things that are not real. So money is definitely going to become not real in the future. It's going to become not physical, I should say. It's going to be digital. Digital means, not real. So like that's where people keep realizing and talking about how we are going to be moving towards a cashless society. And it's also because the astrology is showing, that currency in the future is going to be non-physical as well. So that's just the astrology of this age, once again. And I'm not saying it's happening because of astrology. I feel like astrology is just confirmation for all these things. So when I make this video, it may seem like I'm saying because of the astrology all this stuff is happening, but really it's just connections that I'm making using astrology. I'm using this as confirmation. So now I can then make better decisions in real life. Now I'm going to start investing in coins that actually not only are projected to do very well, but that astrologically are utilizing symbolism or are unintentionally connected to the astrology. You know, Ethereum is going to do very well. It's going to be one of the most valuable assets. It is one of the most valuable assets ever already, but it's only going to increase. And Ethereum is ether. And now that I see also that Pisces in the second house, well, this is a no-brainer. Pisces in astrology is the sign of ether. It's the sign of space. That's what I mean. So with space and ether being in the second house, which rules value, wealth, and resources, of course now I'm going to take Ethereum more seriously. Okay? This is just how I used astrology. I'm using common sense here. Anyways, the last thing I had in my note was the charts of a lot of different cryptos that have Pisces ascendant. So this is a coin called Algorand, another top currency with a lot of powerful hands behind it, a lot of people in dark suits, big business behind it. And what do you know? It has it was created on June 11th, 2019, 12 a.m. So this is the universal time, and this is the universal time chart. And at that exact point in time, the constellation that was rising is Pisces. So that's the ascendant. The ascendant is the most important part of the chart. And where is it? It's conjunct to Neptune, and it's in Pisces. So when we think of the big picture, though, this is all in the second house of the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is here. This is 1, and this is 2. 2, what is it again? It's money, wealth, and resources. So that's 1. Here's another coin that we looked at. Not only is the name Stellar Lumens relating to space, and it has the symbol of Saturn as its logo on coin market cap. So that's a connection. This is definitely a Saturn related coin. But not only that, but it has the ascendant in Pisces, the sign that's going to represent wealth, value, and resources. Now, this is not a call to invest in these things. Like I was saying, the astrology is not why I believe in the coin. I already know about this coin, but I just realized later when looking at the astrology, another connection that may reinforce that the value that may or may not be there. Next, we have this coin called Theta, which is going to be a coin about definitely the metaverse to a certain extent, but it's really about streaming information. So it's definitely going to be about VR. But right now, it's almost like a decentralized version of YouTube or Twitch. It's all about streaming information. And anyways, it has a Pisces stellium. Meaning it has a lot of planets in the sign of Pisces. A stellium is 3 or more planets. And so, again, Pisces also has to do with creativity, imagination, and vision. And this coin is all about sharing people's imagination with each other. It's all about making videos, making content. And it's the decentralized version. So it's something that may have a lot of value in the future that I'm looking at as well. And I've purchased some of it. Now also, okay, we have a coin called Mana, which is Decentraland. This is a metaverse token. It's a virtual reality where you can buy digital land. And a plot of digital land on, let's see how much a plot of digital land on Decentraland is. I believe it's like the most cheapest land right now, which is there's a limited amount of land. The cheapest is in the tens of thousands of dollars now. It's literally a video game world, and the coin is just their medium of exchange and of value on that platform. Okay, I don't think it's going to show the land price here. Okay, there's one that sold for 2.4 million, but so they have different items. Okay, we got little parcels. I believe these are parcels of land. That's what they call them, parcels. So this one's going for 4,000 mana. We have one that's going for 35,000. But 4,000 mana, if we look back to the price of the coin, what is it, like $2-3 right now? Okay, it's almost $4. So 3.5 actually now, because the market has been going on in a pullback recently. As of me recording this video, crypto has been pulling back a little bit. But 3.5. So if we do 3.5 times 4,000, that's over $18,000 for a piece of digital land. Anyways, the point being right now is that it literally has the ascendant. This coin, when it was created, when the first creation transaction happened on the internet, which is recorded, and you can go look through all of the transactions that are happening, and you can look at the first one. It happened on the 15th at 7:18 p.m. UTC, Universal Time. So at that time, the constellation that was rising over the horizon was Pisces, at the center of the earth, Universal Time. And the planet Neptune was on the horizon. So it has Neptune conjunct the ascendant. And again, Pisces is about virtual realities. It's about imagination. It's about creativity. It's about different worlds. It's about space. It's about exploration to a certain extent. Pisces is traditionally ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is about expansion, exploration, and adventure. And Pisces is the infinite expanse. You know, it's ruled by Jupiter. And again, Pisces relating to the sea and relating to water, relating to the ocean. It's all about exploration, expanses, and things that are non-tangible. So things that are virtual, like imaginary worlds. So anyways, that's another one. And yeah, so that basically is going to wrap up my presentation. As I was saying, it's very scattered. I had a hard time conveying my entire consciousness in a quick manner, and how I perceive things and all the information, the connections that I see. But hopefully that was enough to convince you guys to look a little bit more into Pisces coins, Pisces themed things. It doesn't have to be just currencies. It can be things that you do in your everyday, day-to-day life. Things relating to water. You know? Water, creativity, all these Pisces themes, they are in the second house in the age of Aquarius. The second house relating to money. And that's what this whole presentation was about. So anyways, as I was saying at the beginning, this is a deep topic, but hopefully, like I said, it will help some of you guys make money that, you know, are into cryptocurrencies and that can use this as like confirmation for different ideas that you already have of things that you want to invest in. But also, you know, this was just to talk about society. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I left a lot of gems in this video. And I'm just going to put it up how it is. I'm not, I don't know, I'm not fully satisfied with how like scattered it was. Hopefully that didn't off-put too many people, but that's just the nature of these things. It's so hard to condense them. It's so hard to condense the truth. And it's so hard to condense such broad and creative topics and such powerful topics. But anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys supporting, and any way that you choose to support this channel. And other than that, I'll see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.